Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday with Ola 168 Christmas edition. Look at that.
Hi.
Louise is back, everyone.
I'm here.
Holy shit, she hasn't been in a video for quite some time, but she's here right now. And look at this setting. Holy shit. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve today. Holy shit.
Yay.
So happy, everyone. This is Pix. She's here too. You know, it's... Yeah. Hey. She gets to enjoy the metal. Pay attention. Louise is playing bass. She's gonna play the song with me. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. 2. Do you have a guitar pick?
Oh shit, no guitar pick. Throw. Wee.
Oh well, wee.
Throw away my fingers.
There you go. Look at that, Louise on the bass. Yep. That was "Suck on My Face." the first song from Chug Project number 2. I thought it would be fitting for us to play that because it has that Christmassy intro.
Christmas vibe.
Christmas vibe right there. Holy shit! Good job.
Oh, thanks. Good song.
What? It's on?
Good song.
Good. Thank you. Whoa. That means a lot, actually. Welcome again to Sunday with Ola 168. It's Christmas Eve. It's 24th of December. We celebrate Christmas today.
Yep.
So after this, we're gonna go home and we're gonna go to our kit and we're gonna eat. Holy shit, we're gonna eat.
Open gifts.
And also, you know, getting the kids to get to open their gifts on 24th. So it's a little bit different from in the US where you open on Christmas Day morning.
Yep.
We open them in Christmas Eve. So we win. Basically, we'll get to open them sooner, you know?
Yeah.
But yes, so good to be here. New setting. This is my office room, and we figured we would do something different for Sunday with Ola on Christmas Eve. And how does it feel to be back?
It's good.
In the chair.
It's good.
You're sitting forward like a lady. You know, because you kind of become like a slouch if you.
Can't really sit like that.
No, but you can sit like angled. Like, look at that. Look, that looks great. Anyways, yeah, we're here and we figured we would do a Sunday with Ola. It's not going to be like the regular Sunday with Ola with the news, but there's going to be an Adventures with Ola, and we're also going to do a short little FAQ, and then at the end we're going to open gifts from Santa Claus or Satan Claus. But I figured instead of the news, we would start with basically concluding the year, you know? And what has happened, what has been important this year.
Yeah.
And in terms of, you know, my channel, music, metal, guitars, anything. And for us, obviously.
Yep.
The year of 2023 has been insanely busy for us.
Very busy.
Very busy,
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Especially in the traveling aspect, I think, because, you know, we kind of like after the pandemic, it took a while before people started traveling again and all that. But 2023, it was a lot of traveling. And I think one of the reasons why we went to travel a lot because there was just a lot more shit happening. And one of the...
We had to.
We had to. And there's a couple of moments this year that has been especially special to me.
Especially special.
And obviously the first one on my list is that, you know, Pantera started playing again.
Yep.
Last year they played in like South America and a couple of other shows, but this year they started playing in Europe and then in the US.
Yep.
They came by Sweden for Sweden Rock.
Yep.
And I also got to catch their show in Hamburg. But we went to Sweden Rock.
We did.
And saw them there on the big stage. That was weird. And special.
Yeah.
You know, I had no idea how I would kind of react of actually standing in the audience and hearing the songs again. But as I was hearing the songs, kind of made it clear. I want to hear these songs being played live more. The vibe was great, and it seemed like the audience was in the absolute best mood. and that everyone's kind of been anticipating and waiting for this to happen.
Yeah, I mean, in Sweden, you never know about the weather. So, and the weather was nice. It was nice and warm and dry.
Yes.
People were drinking, but it wasn't like
too
much.
I mean, we've been to Sweden Rock before, where it's like complete derailed.
Yeah, but it
with
wasn't.
people being super drunk and shit.
People were civil. It was really great.
And also the performance was great.
The performance as well.
Charlie Benante's drums. I think Charlie Benante, he did the best. I think he had prepared the most. He sounded the most like Vinnie. I mean, he's not going to be Vinnie Paul, but the drums were just kick-ass. You know, he did a good job. Phil was on point, and Rex was on point. Zach is Zach Wild. He was doing great, and you know, the tribute. The thing is that Zach Wild is Zach Wild. It's going to be really tough for anyone to just hop in and do Dimebag all of a sudden.
It's still going to be yourself.
It's still going to sound like Zach, and I think everyone's kind of softening up to that thought now that it is a tribute. It's not, you know, Pantera being back. It is a tribute. No questions asked. And then I went to see him in Hamburg as well, which was, you know, their own show. The Sweden Rock was a festival, and but the Hamburg show was their own show in a theater with around like 3,000 people. Or 3,000 Germans, because there's a difference between people and Germans. No, but and that was also super awesome. Then I got to, you know, meet the guys, and I hung backstage and got a little bit more of, you know, getting a little closer to the band and all that. So that was really nice.
Had you met them before that show?
I have. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys in on this. I have met Phil before, and he was very, very drunk at the time. He was playing with the Illegals in Stockholm. And I met him, and we hugged, and we took a photo, but he was so fucking wasted that...
He does not remember that time.
Oh shit, no, he did not remember that. No. But also, I remember that because it was a little deteriorating for me seeing, you know, Phil Anselmo like that. And, you know, didn't feel good at all. No. But now in Hamburg, obviously he's sober now. Yeah. So it's a completely different story, and you know, he said, just like he did with some other guitar players as well, that, you know, I was on the short list for a potential, you know, reunion. So that was nice to hear. I mean, even if it was just something he said, just to be nice, I don't care. It came from him. It was important to me.
It was a nice thing to say.
No, exactly. Well. And a lot of people say that, you know, when Phil talks, he's no bullshit. He doesn't bullshit around. No, so if he says something, he really like means it. So obviously huge Pantera year. That's awesome, because I think it's important to carry on the legacy of Pantera. It's my favorite band, and, you know, Dimebag is my biggest influence, I would say. You know, it's just, I don't know.
Sorry, I was just...
oh, the dog.
She just farted.
Oh, great.
It smells great here.
Oh, perfect. No, but for the teenage Ola, this has been a great year.
Yeah.
I must say. And yes, there it is. Holy shit.
Come your way now.
Holy shit. That's about Pantera. Another very big thing that happened that was big for me personally was that John Petrucci came by. He stopped by for a coffee with Ola.
He was here.
He was here, man. And he saw my picture of him in the bathroom that we have. And no, he came here.
Picture.
What's that?
It's a very old picture.
It's a very old picture from when I went to a clinic like in 1999 or something like that. But he came here. I was fanboying and, you know, very nervous and all that. And he, during the coffee with Ola, he asked me to come to his John Petrucci guitar camp in Florida to instruct at first. But I was like, you know, even just him asking, same thing as with Phil Anselmo telling me about the Pantera thing. It was just like, you know, it's just overwhelming in that sense. I like, what do you say to something like that? And he put me on the spot because he did it in the interview. So it's like, I can't even...
While you're filming.
I can't even like, okay, calm down and chill for a second, and then I'm going to think about it. But I you know, I gathered myself, put myself together again in the interview, and basically said, you know what, I want to go, but I want to go as a student. You know, or like a, you know, an attendee, a spectator. So that's basically how we went. I brought you there, and we had crazy time, and I got so much inspiration from that. And obviously,
it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and you know, John brought me up on stage, and we did, you know,
I mean, even for me, that is not like interested in guitars in that way.
Yeah.
It still was a really nice experience, and I met so many nice people.
Yeah.
Both the artists and the visitors.
Yes.
It was really nice.
It was an awesome experience, and I would love
So
to do
much
it
fun.
again. Like do
Yeah.
something similar at least.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
freaking great. Also, it was in Florida, so weather was nice, and
Yeah.
and we were in the ocean. It was great, and I mean, like what could be better than having a break from guitar playing than going into the ocean? You know?
Yeah, it was nice.
So that was an incredible experience. So already at that point, you know, my year was made. I'm gonna link both of these things so you can click. I mean, you can watch them later up here. Obviously very important for this year and for us.
Yep.
Or not for you, but mainly for me.
But it was.
But
It was
becomes
a big experience.
Yes, absolutely. Also, another big experience that happened later was that Mike Portnoy came back to the band.
Oh yeah.
Dream Theater. That's also very big for
Yep,
me.
that's
Holy
big.
shit! I'm not gonna lie. I love Mike Portnoy. He was breathing life into Dream Theater, and not to, you know, take a dump on Mike Mangini, because Mike Mangini is an incredible drummer as well. But Mike Portnoy is Dream Theater. It's like, you know, it's like with Zach. Zach can jump in and play Dimebag songs, but it's never going to be Dimebag. And it's kind of like the same situation with Mike Mangini and Mike Portnoy. You know, Mike Mangini can come in and do a kick-ass job. He's very technical and all that, but Mike Portnoy is Dream Theater. I'm extremely excited for next year when they start writing and maybe start touring again. And you know, Pantera and Dream Theater are like, you know, two of my favorite bands.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of shit happened in
bands.
terms of those bands.
I mean,
Kind of
it doesn't
exhausted.
get much bigger than that.
It doesn't get bigger
like,
than that. Exactly. And also to just be acknowledged by John.
And you were actually like up playing together with John Petrucci on
Yeah,
stage.
or sort of playing, dropping my guitar pick and, you know, goofing around. But
still, you would never imagine for you to do that.
no. When
in
I
the
was,
teenage years.
No, not
like,
when I was 17 years old.
Someday I'm going to
17.
be up there on stage together.
Yeah. We also went to Namm, which was, you know, it was a smaller Namm this year, but it was still as fun as always. You know, it was chill.
Yeah.
And we walked around, and I actually got a chance to play the dime guitar. You know, the secret dime guitar. It's not that secret anymore. They've been showing it, but it's like a snakeskin racerback dimebag guitar that we had in our room. I had to, you know, I got a day with it, so I made videos and shit like that, and some B-roll, and it was amazing.
It had a sleepover.
It had a sleepover in the bed. Louise had to move over, take the couch, and I could have the king-size bed with the guitar. That was also insane. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to share the videos or anything. We'll just have to see when that happens. But basically, I played and demoed the first, you know, dime guitar, which is also kind of insane. Why? Like, it's so close.
Yeah.
You know, it's everyone that was close to Dimebag, except Dimebag isn't there. You know, it's really surreal.
Around it.
Dimebag has no idea who I am, but everyone else surrounding that knows who I am.
Yeah.
Isn't that the weirdest thing ever?
It is.
Really crazy. Really cool events. And what happened with Solar Guitarz? We also did a lot of shit with Solar Guitarz this year. Like,
We have been launching a lot.
yes. I mean,
Like, yeah.
well, I mean, end of last year we released a chug pedal, but we released the European Master Series now this year, which is like extreme high-end guitars made in France and Europe. That went over our expectations. I think we sold out all the 10X that we had in a week or so. And these are not cheap guitars, you know. So that was extremely awesome. And then also we launched pretty recently S by Solar. You know, the first guitar that you would get if you want to start playing guitar. You play the S by Solar bass right there. And
It's a lovely bass.
you know what? With Solar Guitarz, we're just trying to cover every field for the metal guitar player.
Yep.
You know, we could have gone and done more rock and roll models, or, you know, just in the ranges that we have. I want it to be available for every type of metal guitar player.
Yep.
Someone that's starting to play guitar, that's a teenager. I mean, if I had like an S by Solar guitar, I would be extremely happy. It's all coming together a little bit, like how I envisioned the whole brand would be. So extremely proud about that. And, you know, we had a couple of problems with the website. You know, servers fucking dying, but it also shows that we're growing. And, well, we needed to get better and faster servers. So we basically had to take a step up. So even though servers crashing is not good news, it is a growth problem, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, too many people on the website. Poor
Ola.
you.
Poor Ola.
People are-
No, but extremely, you know, happy for all the support. And it seems like a lot of people are excited, which What happened with the ear? Okay. Itch in the ear. No, but it seems like a lot of people are happy and excited. I'm just really proud about what SWOLA becomes.
Positive comments.
A lot of positiveness, and the team is awesome and great. And same with us here at the office. I mean, we've also expanded. Now our video editor is working here. I've had a video editor for a while, but
the same guy.
It's the same guy. He's been living abroad, but we finally kind of got him into Sweden.
Yep.
And he's working in the office now. So we're 7 people now here.
Yep.
And this office becomes smaller and smaller.
Imagine that.
You guys, I mean, Louise is the big boss of the office. I mean, there's no denying that. She does it so well. It's very important for me to stay, creative. And I noticed this the first time I was talking to one of our employees on like a monthly talk.
Oh, yeah.
That, the first monthly talk was great, evaluating talk, like, how's everything going, and how are you doing, are you liking it here, and all that. Yes, great, okay, next meeting.
Didn't happen.
No, next meeting did happen. I was that good, I could plan that, but I realized that I hadn't taken any notes from the first meeting. And like, okay, so how do we proceed with the things that we said? So I just understood that, I'm not boss material. No, someone...
Up again?
Yes. Someone else has to take care of that, and Louise is just the perfect woman for the job.
Yeah.
How's it working?
You need to focus on other things than all the administration of driving a business here. So, and I am a natural administrator.
Yes.
So I take notes.
She takes notes and makes sure that everyone is happy. I'm just like this.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing. You need to be creative, and you need to have the space to be creative.
Yes.
You cannot have those things in your mind.
No.
If the staff here has some issues or whatever happens here.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
You need to focus on that.
It feels like we're a real company now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with the family aspect to it, I still think like it's a very small company, and of good people.
More professional. It's not a hobby that we do every day.
No,
it's a business.
Yep.
And we have a company, and I think also the feeling is more like that because we have my sister here.
Yes.
That's working human resources and
Mia Black. You probably seen her. She's a new rocking guitar player.
Left-handed, and she also brings like. What do you call it? Like company stuff that needs to be done.
Yes,
like
corporate
the boring
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, the corporate stuff, the bureaucracy.
She's there to do the boring stuff, and it's great.
Yes.
So we don't have to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, that's the major things that have happened this year. I'm stoked for 2024.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Because you don't know what is going to happen.
That's the thing. We have no freaking idea what's happening. Like we're kind of. It's like Bambi on ice a little bit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, and then we finally end up somewhere,
But maybe.
But that's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I thought we might want to tell people that maybe there will be more album release next year.
Don't tell them too much.
What? But maybe.
Don't tell them too much.
There will
yes,
be
exactly. Well,
something.
Since we got a lot more routines here, it seems that I might be able to output more music.
Produce faster.
Yes, produce faster. So output more music, I would say.
What did we release this year?
Oh shit!
It was the Chug 2.
We released Chug 1 and Chug 2
this year as well.
Chug 1 and Chug 2.
Oh yeah.
And that's in a span within 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
So because the Chug 1 was like in May, and then Chug 2 now in November.
Yeah.
So very fast. So there will definitely be another Chug album next year. But what else?
Cannot really tell.
Cannot tell. It's a secret. Hiya! Adventures
with our love.
Hey Svanen! Those assholes right there. They're beautiful, but they can be very, very aggressive. So in today's Adventures with Ola, we're going on Christmas lunch with the whole company, the whole team of the team. We're taking a boat and we're going for lunch.
So a traditional Swedish Christmas julbord, and I think we're going by boat. So the boat's right over there, and that's the team right there. Look at my team. Oh, hello. But the boat is over there. We're taking that. Swedish julbord. You start with cold cuts like herring and sausages and bread and stuff. Then you go over to the hot food. Table. Oh, all right. Got some cheesecake, apple cake, chocolate mousse, and chocolate thing. All right, it's a done deal. We're all very happy, very full. I hope everyone's happy. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
That's great. So now we're catching the boat and we're going back to the office so everyone can work again.
How do you like that? That was a good dinner, right?
It was a really
Dude,
nice
I love
dinner,
Christmas dinners in Sweden.
Yeah.
We eat the same every year, but it doesn't matter. It's always freaking good. Just simple. Please respond. We're doing a short little FAQ section here. I mean, it's been a while since Louise has been on here, and you guys had a bunch of questions, so I figured we would take a couple. I actually have one that's kind of related to what we're talking about in the beginning. The question is, what would Louise have said if you actually got picked to be in Pantera? From Chris Neville.
Oh wow! I mean, first of all, I would be so happy for you to do that. I mean, that would be so big for you. But secondly, I would be a bit concerned about what we're doing here. Like, okay, what will happen with the company? So we need to prepare for that. But most of all...
First and foremost.
First and foremost, yeah. I would be so happy for you.
Yeah.
If you would take that decision.
Okay. If I counter question you, do you think I would take the gig?
No. I don't think so.
No. You're probably right.
If it was like 10 years ago?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe you would say yes.
Yes.
Then.
Absolutely. 10 years ago, I said yes.
Yeah.
Immediately. Today, no.
No.
I'm not. It's not. I'm just older.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure touring is not what I want to do. No. I like what we're doing here.
You've been doing that.
I've been doing that, exactly. And I don't want this to, I mean, like I said, there's 7 people working here now. If I stop, I mean, it's going to be hard to keep that up.
Yeah,
and I like being home. I like being with my kids. I like being with you and my dog, and I don't want to, I was thinking back on Kiko that was mentioned. He left Megadeth because he wanted to spend time with his family. I completely understand what he's meaning and what he says. Even though they would ask, I would probably be the happiest guy alive,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be honest. But I would not be able to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I mean, there's so many other more fitting guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But if they would ask, I wouldn't be able to,
I mean,
say
still,
yes.
you would also be stuck with that and
Yes.
playing only that.
Yes.
And I think you as a person, you need to have freer range of being able to play whatever
Yes.
you feel like today, or
Well, that depends. I mean,
And create.
I do everything. So that
Yeah.
would be a problem.
yeah,
You know, and the reason why I'm still in the Haunted is because we're not playing that much. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's suiting me really, really well.
yeah. And you have a lot of fun while you do.
We have so
like-
much fun when we're
yeah.
out playing because we don't do it that often.
Yeah.
So it's a party every time.
Yeah.
I just don't think I would be, first and foremost, I wouldn't be fitting in the band.
No,
But
maybe.
I'm just not touring material.
No.
Easy as that.
Yeah.
Good? Awesome. Next question. Okay, this is from Sackaroo. How does what you wanted to be when you grew up compare to where you're at now? So, question.
asking me or you?
Yes.
Wow. When I was really young,
Mm-hmm.
like 10 years old or something, I wanted to have my own candy shop.
Okay.
Selling candy.
Yes.
I loved candy and I still do. I wanted to have my own shop. You know, as a 10-year-old, you think you're gonna be eating candy all day long.
Yes, of course. Of
That's
course.
what you think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I realized pretty soon that that's not really what I want to do. But I think that during my growing up, until I was about 20 or something, I always wanted to have a business of my own,
Yeah.
of some kind.
Okay.
I have never had the, normal going into a company, a big company where you can grow and like
Advance.
climb higher
Yes.
in the company. I have never wanted to do that in that way.
Not make career in a
Yeah.
company.
Yeah, that's not me, and I haven't been good at studying either.
No.
I'm not bad at studying. I just don't like it a lot, so I didn't. I don't have any degrees
All right. No.
like.
Well, you have
good
now. I mean, working.
Masters, whatever.
Yeah, but work experience is also very important.
Yeah, I have
nowadays.
work experience. That's what
Yeah.
I have. So where I ended up,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not what I thought I would do, but more or less where I'm free in that way. It could have been me starting this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I have all the
You're the boss.
free, yeah, and I can bring ideas that we can actually do.
Yes.
In a big company, you have a lot of ideas, but nothing happens
Yep.
because it's too hard
Yep.
to get through. So.
Oh, it's when it that's why I like having a small company
Yeah.
because you can be efficient and you can be, what do you call it?
But to see ideas made real,
Yes.
like
Oh,
not
faster.
just have an idea
No.
and it will happen.
Yes. Good answer. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Candy store, man.
Yeah, that's that's what I thought. How
Maybe
about you?
when all this is over, let's just start a candy shop.
Yep.
It would be fun.
And eat candy all day long.
Sean O'Connor, if you couldn't live in Sweden, where would you go?
We've talked about this. I think we had talked about living in other countries,
Yes.
moving somewhere else.
Okay.
And my conclusion is that I like Sweden a lot. I like that it's the temperature is not the same all year round.
That we have 4 seasons. Basically.
Yes, I like the seasons, and I don't know where I would be comfortable. Like, I don't like it when it's too hot, and I don't like it when it's too cold or
so maybe
too much
just a
of
little
anything.
more south in Europe then.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Germany or
But
somewhere
they're
there.
Germans there.
Yeah, no, it's just we can just
Sorry.
move them. No, but I don't know. I don't have any wish to move somewhere else. It would be nice to have a place in the sun to go, like Spain or something. Just to go when you're off and have a great time, and then go back home again. Because this is where I live.
Yes, I agree. I like living here.
It's good.
It's just that it's pretty shitty during the winter sometimes. But the thing is, summers are so fucking amazing that you forget about the winters.
But I
And
like
then
the
it starts
winter
over.
too. I mean, I like the differences, and I like that it's not the same
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep.
And you adapt.
Yes.
Just put clothes on or clothes off.
Yes. Close off. Question from Crimson87. How long are you planning to do the channel and Solar Guitars? Do you have any retirement plans for the future?
I cannot answer that.
No, but I can answer. I can answer. No, but I think Solar Guitarz is obviously, that's my retirement plan. You know, that's my way of creating a business that's close to my heart, that I care about a lot, but that's not necessarily tied to my face.
Yeah, I mean, Solar Guitarz are gonna continue without you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With or without you.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
Like at some point, Solar Guitarz will become bigger than me.
Yeah.
And that's what that's for the future, basically. You know, I can't do this forever. I mean, I'm gonna try and do this forever, but at the same time, maybe people stop caring. You don't know the trends. People might stop caring about what I do and start thinking I'm boring, and you just can't.
I think also, like with Solar Guitarz, a lot of people don't really understand that Solar Guitarz is a company.
Yeah.
It's not Ola, like answering all the emails, sending all the guitars, packing and everything.
Well,
it's not.
No, it's not.
It's like
it
15
was that.
people involved.
I mean, it was that in the beginning, but obviously as you grow quick, you have to find people to do all this for you. So it's its own entity now, and you know, if I wanted to, I could probably stop working for it right now.
Yeah, more or less.
But
it
I can't
continue.
do that with this company, for instance, because then it would probably be, we would risk it all. Yeah, it's just another outlet. You know, if I grow tired of YouTube, well, then I can work more with Solar Guitarz, for instance. Or if I grow sick of Solar Guitar and want to create other things, I can do that. You know, I'm all about having different outlets and different income streams, because I don't trust just having one income stream. It's too risky today.
And we have a couple.
We have a couple, exactly. And you know, it's the music, it's the YouTube, it's the merch. It's like you have to, but everything we do here is kind of tied together to my face. Solar Guitarz is the first thing that's not tied to my face. We have something else coming as well that maybe we can announce next year, which also will kind of like, you know, one more thing to do that's not Ola's face. Yeah. And I think you guys will appreciate that, that it's not with my face. So yeah, that's it right there. Yeah. Good question. Yeah, I think that has to be it for the FAQ right there. Ha. Good job. On time. Last but not least, before we end this show today, Satan Claus came by the office and brought us gifts. Yay! One for you, one for me. So we got gifts from Santa Claus. I can't say Satan Claus, that's fucking terrible. So let's read here. It says,
gifts.
There's 2 gifts, man. Here's to Louise from Satan Claus.
Oh, wow.
You can start with yours. Yeah, start. Exciting. Holy shit.
Pixie excited. What happens?
What is it? Wait.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
What is it?
It's a penis coloring book.
Holy shit.
Penis it's a coloring book with penises.
Damn.
And they're all sizes and shapes and
Do you like penises? Do you like penis?
This is really nice. I like painting and coloring.
Great. Awesome. Wow,
that's nice.
Santa is a naughty bitch.
Oh, that's really nice.
All right, this is to Ola from Santa Claus. Let's see what that is. What? What? Do you want to open?
No.
Så söt.
No.
Du är så gullig när du knäpper det. Du är så gullig. The fuck?
Okay.
All right, what is this? Oh shit!
What is that?
How to live with a huge penis.
Oh wow!
Oh, this cannot. Oh no, that can't be right. Santa, what are you doing? This can't be right. This is not for me. Advice, meditations, and wisdom for men who have too much.
Oh,
by
wow.
Dr. Richard Jacob.
Maybe you just have to read something so we
know
what it is.
How to live with a huge penis. This is not for me. He got it wrong. It has to be for someone else at the office, not me. Sharing your pain. Sexual intercourse with a huge penis. That's chapter number 5 right there. Fun with your huge penis. Number 2. Penis painting. How many masterpieces can you create with a bit of body paint and a huge penis? Sure, there are the timeless classics like Corn on the Cob, Elephants, and the Washington Monument. But can you think outside the cocks?
Outside the cocks.
Okay, this is a problem. Dealing with discrimination. Because it's not easy. Unzipping, coming out to your friends and family about having it.
Yeah.
A man cannot truly live with a huge penis if he's forced to keep it hidden from those closest to him. As frightening as it may seem in our... Vänta, ja, det här är faktiskt helt kul. Det här är faktiskt helt kul.
Nej, vänta!
The definition of a huge penis is oversized male genitalia.
Okay.
OMG.
Oversized.
OMG.
Okay.
Oh my god. A genetic birth defect that causes the penis to grow absurdly large. So there you go. There's also a little chart.
Oh yeah, you can
here
measure...
as well, where you can like measure, and then you know, basically. Santa, thank you so much. Yes, great. All right, that's it for Sunday with SWOLA168 right there, I think. And we're gonna head off and spend the rest of the day with our kids and our family.
Yep.
And our dog, obviously. And we're gonna open gifts. Hopefully not gifts like this from Satan Claus, but from both of us, really wish you a Merry Christmas. Next week is New Year's Eve, and there's a SWOLA coming for that as well. So we'll just have to see what that is, I guess. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you want to support what we're doing, you can buy merch from oldenglandshop.com.
And I will pack it for you.
And Louise will manage to order and pack it for you. That's you know, that's how it is here. We try and, you know, everyone steps in where it's needed.
Yeah.
So like even if Frederick's doing design, he goes in and do some printing here and there and these stuff. That's how you run a small business, in my opinion. And I think it's more fun that way. Yeah. When you get to like, oh, I have to jump in and print some T-shirts or do some order management or something. That's way more exciting. Yeah. I like that, juggling the boss.
The thing is, you never know when it comes a real big bunch of orders. Yes. Like we had a Doom T-shirt.
The Doom Chug T-shirt.
Wow, a lot of people
went
bought
apeshit.
it. Like, okay, that
so
was a good one.
thank you so much, everyone, for the support. We feel the love, and keep on sending messages as well with the orders. Louise ships them all to me, so I get to read them, and it's always a joy reading. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a Merry Christmas.
Oh.
Bra. Ja, bra.